What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA Best Bets with me, Vince Miracle, here on the Cowbell Kingdom Basketball Zone YouTube channel. And guys, we were on a heating run yesterday, weren't we? We hit 7 out of our 8 bets. Crazy good day, but guess what? Now that's already in the past. We have a winning record since starting this show back on 12/14. We're 18-9 on the year. That's just in terms of bets that we've made and one loss record on just that, but not necessarily units gained, right? Like, we've had some bets that are just spreads, minus 110, picking the spreads. But yesterday, we hit on some big underdogs, plus 135s, plus 156s. Man, guys, big wins, but like I said, that's now in the past, and we look to today. And I'm sorry that it's going to be a little bit rushed. I think you guys also might hear the background of someone, I think, mowing their yard right now or doing something right next to my house. If you guys hear that, I apologize. But with that being all out of the way, let me remind everyone that this show is brought to you by FanDuel.com. Everyone, whether it's for making DFS lineups or betting on the FanDuel Sportsbook, go to FanDuel.com, use promo code KingsCourt. That's right, King's Court, the name of my podcast, and they will match up to $500 of your very first deposit. Now, with that all out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right in for this 12/21 NBA slate. First up, we have the Indiana Pacers heading into Miami as 1.5-point favorites against the Miami Heat, who are depleted. Still questionable tags on Tyler Hero on whether or not he's playing. No Jimmy Butler, no Bam Adebayo, both out with injuries. They are dealing with a little bit of health and safety protocols, but nothing too crazy in terms of just those big injuries between Bam and Jimmy Butler. Kyle Lowry's had to burden a lot of the scoring load as well as just the facilitating of the offense. He's worth a lot now on FanDuel if you guys are thinking of him as a play. While the Pacers, they get Malcolm Brogdon after a one-game absence due to, I believe, a knee injury. Karis LeVert definitely takes a step back from his cost if you guys are looking at FanDuel-wise. But here on the road, I like the Indiana Pacers. I do believe that Kyle Lowry has one of those games where he slumps back down and starts feeling the weight and the fatigue of having to carry a team. Yes, if Tyler Hero plays, it does make it a little bit more questionable, and while I do think it is a coin flip, but the Indiana Pacers are playing well. They still play active, no matter the rumors that are going around. Sabonis has still been great. Miles Turner defensively has still been great as a help side defender. Karis LeVert is finally starting to find his rhythm. I think the Pacers have a better flow here, so I am taking the Pacers at minus 1.5 for one whole unit here on the road. As we move on to game number 2, where you have the Detroit Pistons as 6.5-point underdogs in New York, facing off against the Knicks, who are most likely going to be starting Kemba Walker again due to the fact that they have so many players in health and safety protocols. Now, the Knicks still favorited, still have Julius Randle, still have Mitch Rob, still have Nerlens Noel. They still have so many guys that they can throw at this Detroit Pistons team, so I am still riding with the homesteaded Knicks. The Knickerbockers are going to take this at minus 6.5. I like them a lot here. I don't think I'm going to go more than a unit and a half, but still more than the previous bet. We are taking the New York Knicks at home, minus 6.5 against this Pistons team. I do love Sadiq Bey as a FanDuel play today. Like, he's one of my put it in there. You know he's going to score. Evan Fournier is possibly another one, but Sadiq Bey at only 5,600 on FanDuel is a play, guys. Is a good play today. But I do like the Knicks minus 6.5, and we're taking that for 1.5 units. We move on here to the Portland Trail Blazers as 2.5-point underdogs against the New Orleans Pelicans. Still no word on the Damian Lillard. He's questionable. He's dealing with a hamstring injury. I have no inside source here. I don't know which direction they will go in terms of if he will play or if he won't. But I do like the Pelicans here at home. I feel like they have a more balanced attack right now with Josh Hart running both as a facilitator and as a heavy rebounder from that guard spot. Devontae Graham can get hot at any moment. And I just feel like the Blazers still haven't found their legs. I thought that they were going to start putting it on when they went into the overtime game against Phoenix, but still, it just hasn't been there. And then now if you put an abdominal strain that's been keeping Lillard from acting at his top peak to now also you add a hamstring, he doesn't have much help. Maybe Anthony Simons shows up, but look, I think the size of Jonas Valanciunas, the walking double-double that is J Val, and Brandon Ingram who's starting to really put it on, at least scoring-wise. And then Josh Hart defensively has been there. I just feel like the Pelicans just, again, have a more balanced attack. I like -2.5 here for 1.5 units. I like that a lot before the spread changes, because if Damian Lillard gets ruled out, it's going to go heavy, like 5.5, 6.5 points to the Pels. Get it here, -2.5. Take it at 1.5 units. Know that you get to ride with the home team, only having to win by 3. And maybe you take 2 units on the -140. I wouldn't be mad at you doing that. But for me personally, I'm taking 1.5 units, and I'm rolling with the home team at -2.5 Pelicans. Next game up, this is a coin flip of a game for me. Kristaps Porzingis questionable. I do believe he is going to play. But the Timberwolves also dealing with health and safety protocols, dealing with a little bit of injuries here. No Anthony Edwards, no Patrick Beverley. They got Cat, though. They got D'Angelo Russell's best friends unite, and then Malik Beasley gets to see a whole title run. I do like that. No Josh Okogie. Jared Vanderbilt just put away, so you're going to see Jaden McDaniels taking over that power forward role. So if you guys are looking for a cheap power forward play, that's probably where you'll look. But you look at the other side here, and you got the Dallas Mavericks. Could be the same thing. If Kristaps doesn't play, you already have Willie Cauley-Stein out. You already have Maxi Kleber out. It's going to be the Dwight Powell show for there. So you can run really cheap here at power forward for that. Again, I don't know how you don't take -1.5 for at least a unit here. I'm throwing another unit and a half here. The Timberwolves are so crazy to me because they play so inconsistent. It's such an up and down weird game. They are on the road. I think Karl-Anthony Towns has one of his best games of the season here, and he's had some great games in terms of statistically. But I like them. -1.5. I'll take that for a unit and a half, and I'll throw a unit on -125. Lastly, we have the Phoenix Suns on the road, 6.5 point favorites over the limping Los Angeles Lakers, who will be without Anthony Davis after an MCL sprain was there. They get back Talen Horton-Tucker. They get back Howard. Isaiah Thomas is going to do Isaiah Thomas things. I just feel like the Phoenix Suns just know exactly who they are and how they need to play and how they need to get wins. Devin Booker is still so cheap. He's a must-play for me at his price at only $7,200 on FanDuel. The Lakers give up so much in terms of turnovers and the fact that they're taking so many three-pointers and they don't really have a real three-point shooting threat away from Isaiah Thomas and Carmelo Anthony. I'm rolling with the away teams. This has been a lot of road games for me today, but -6.5. I like the favorites here. Yesterday we were rolling with a lot of dogs. Today we're rolling with a ton of the favorites, but we're taking the spread. We like that for just 1 unit. I also love Devin Booker, like I said, as a FanDuel play. So not too many games on the slate. Hopefully we can keep this thing rolling. Again, 18-9 on the season. Let's see how we continue down today. Let's go ahead and recap for this 12-21 slate. We have the Indiana Pacers as -1.5. We are taking that for just 1 unit. We have the New York Knicks as -6.5. We like that. We're going to take that with ease. New York Knicks -6.5 at home in the Mecca against the Pistons. No word yet still on Lillard. We still want to take this here at -1.5. We're going to pay a little bit extra for hopefully some good news, and still can go either way even if Lillard does play. So you know what? I'm actually going to bump this up to 2 units here, bumping it up here at the end to 2 units at the New Orleans Pelicans at home against the Blazers. I like them at -2.5. And, you know, if you want to be the guy that just takes them at -140, I'm not mad at you, but because I'm trying to find the best value here at only -110, giving up 2.5 points, I'm taking that for 2 units, and I'm feeling pretty confident about that. We're going with the road team here, -1.5. We like the Timberwolves. They are favorited slightly. I wouldn't be mad if you guys just faded the spread. Like, it's a -110 to a -125. It's not like it's a -140 like we're seeing up here with the Pelicans being at home. So, you know, at -125, I feel more comfortable doing it that way. I am going to take the Minnesota Timberwolves for just a unit and a half, not full 2. I'm not confident enough to go the full 2. That's just an additional couple of dollars out of my pocket that I think I should just save for another day. And I'm going to take the Minnesota Timberwolves here at -125. -125. We're not taking the spread. We're taking the money line. -125 for 1.5 units. And lastly here, We have the Phoenix Suns -6.5. We're only taking this for 1 unit. We are pretty confident about this, so I wouldn't be mad if you guys wanted to up it a little bit more. Me personally, my change, how I'm throwing it out there, I'm confident with just saying you throw a unit on it, -6.5. Put it in a parlay, see how that goes. But that is going to be our NBA best bets slates. Remember, guys, this show is brought to you by FanDuel.com. Use that promo code KingsCourt, and they'll match up to $500 of your very first deposit. If this is your first time watching, what are you doing, bro? Let's keep racking up this money and hit that subscribe button so you get more content just like this. Be the first one to all these videos by hitting that bell. I've been your host, Vince Miracle. You guys can follow me on all social media platforms of @VM Center. The Cowbell Kingdom and the Basketball Zone can be followed at cowbell_kingdom on all social media platforms. Remember, guys, I am not a financial advisor. When you make these bets, you're taking your own risk. These are my thoughts. These are how I'm viewing these games. And whether you're riding with me or you're fading with me, let me know which one you're doing down in the comment section below, because I want to hear more about it. And until next time, NBA bettors, peace.